Newcombe is currently leading the pack, closely followed by Darth Blazer and Nico. It's still anyone's race, folks. Darth Blazer has taken the lead from Newcombe. Super Lacroix has advanced to 5th place, overtaking Buck's Row. Popyoses has moved up to 7th place, overtaking ST4NBZH. Nigo has advanced to 3rd place, surpassing VD39. VD39 and Buck's Row are currently vying for 4th position, both demonstrating impressive driving skills. Additionally, Amaljet and MYST149 are locked in a tight battle for the 10th spot, showcasing their competitive spirits on the track. Darth Blazer and Newcombe are in an exciting battle for the top spot, with Darth Blazer in a Chevrolet Camaro 70 and Newcombe in a Ford Mustang Boss. Super Lacroix has made a move up to 5th place, overtaking Buck's Row. There's now a tight battle for 5th position between Super Lacroix in a Dodge Challenger and Buck's Row in a Mercury Cougar. Serayanbot has advanced to 16p, surpassing Duff Dad. Meanwhile, there's an engaging duel between Farah023 and Amy419p. Farah023 is piloting an AMC Javelin 70, while Amy is behind the wheel of a Ford Mustang Boss. Darth Blazer in a Chevrolet Camaro 70 and Newcombe in a Ford Mustang Boss are battling for 1p. 10K Manine 704 in a Ford Falcon and Amaljet in a Ford Mustang Boss are fighting for 9p. Tin Racing in a Dodge Challenger and Serayanbot in a Ford Mustang Boss are in a tussle for 15p. Farah023 has moved up to 18p, overtaking Ricky095. ST4NBZH in the Pontiac Firebird 70 is fighting hard against Amaljet in the Ford Mustang Boss for 8th position. Meanwhile, one serious guy from Team No Name Racing and Rizaldi Adhar are locked in a battle for 21st place. Rizaldi Adhar has advanced to 21p, surpassing one serious guy. There's an intriguing duel for 25p between MD162 in a Ford Falcon and Meyer in a Dodge Challenger. 10K Manine 704 and MYST149 are in a battle for 10p. Niaib is now at 23p after overtaking Okyoki 3. Niaib and Okyoki 3 are in a battle for 23p, both driving Ford vehicles. Komodo 3K and Serayanbot are neck and neck in the fight for the 14th position. Meanwhile, Ricky095 and Amy are locked in a battle for the 19th spot. Exciting times on the track. Duff Dad in the Ford Falcon is currently locked in a tight battle with Farah023 driving the AMC Javelin 70 for the 17th position. Farah023 is making moves, advancing to 17p after a successful overtake on Duff Dad. ST4NBZH and Amaljet are locked in a tight battle for 8th place. ST4NBZH is in a Pontiac Firebird 70, while Amaljet is piloting a Ford Mustang Boss. M4RKSXX and Bluegrass Railfin are locked in a tight battle for 12th place. M4RKSXX is piloting a Dodge Challenger, while Bluegrass Railfin is commanding a Chevrolet Camaro 70. ST4NBZH and Amaljet are neck and neck in the battle for 8th place. It's the classic matchup of Pontiac Firebird 70 versus Ford Mustang Boss. M4RKSXX in the Dodge Challenger is closely contested by Bluegrass Railfin in the Chevrolet Camaro 70 for the 12th position. Keep an eye on this battle. M4RKSXX, S-Dodge Challenger and Bluegrass Railfin's Chevrolet Camaro 70 are duking it out for 12p. Meanwhile, 1 Serious Guy's Ford Falcon and Neib's Ford Mustang Boss are locked in a battle for 22p. Neib has advanced to position 22, overtaking Okyoki 3. Okyoki 3 has moved to position 23, passing 1 Serious Guy. ST4NBZH and Amaljet are currently locked in a close battle for the 8th position. ST4NBZH is piloting a Pontiac Firebird 70, while Amaljet is behind the wheel of a Ford Mustang Boss. Neib is reeling in Rizaldiadhar, closing the gap by 2.0 seconds. Super Lacroix and Bucks Row are in a tight battle for 5th place. Super Lacroix is behind the wheel of a Dodge Challenger, while Bucks Row is maneuvering a Mercury Cougar. It's getting interesting. Rizaldiadhar and the Ford Falcon is pushing hard to fend off Neib in the Ford Mustang Boss as they battle for 21st position. Keep an eye on that exciting duel. ST4NBZH and Amaljet are fiercely contesting the 8th position. Meanwhile, Ricky095 and I are locked in a battle for 19th place. Amy has advanced to 19p, passing Ricky095. There's a tight race between Amy in a Ford Mustang Boss and Ricky 095 in a Pontiac Firebird 7419P. Meanwhile, Niaib has gained ground to 21p by overtaking Whistle di Adhar. Super Lacroix from Team Death Robots has moved up to 4p, overtaking VD39. Niaib has advanced to 20th place, making a move past Ricky 095. Both are engaged in a close contest for the 20th position. The Ford Mustang Boss driven by Niaib is up against the Pontiac Firebird 70 piloted by Ricky 095. Currently, there's an intense battle between MD-162 in a Ford Falcon and Meyer in a Dodge Challenger for the 25th position. Keep an eye on this exciting tussle. Migo has made a bold move, advancing to 2p by overtaking Darth Blazer. Darth Blazer has surged ahead to claim the second position, surpassing Migo. The 07 just made a slick overtake on Lino 09 for third place. ST4NBZH has surged to 8p, passing Amaljet. Their battle for the position is heating up, with ST4NBZH in a Pontiac Firebird 70 and Amaljet in a Ford Mustang Boss. VD39 and Buck Sizero are in an intense battle for the 5th position. VD39 in the Ford Mustang Boss is holding off Buck Sizero in the Mercury Cougar. Keep an eye on this exciting duel. Tin Racing in the Dodge Challenger is fiercely contesting 16p with Farah 023 in the AMC Javelin 70 from Team Blue Star. Exciting to see these two drivers pushing their cars to the limit. Tin Racing and Farah 023 are in a battle for 16p. Tin Racing is driving a Dodge Challenger and Farah 023 is driving an AMC Javelin 70. Darth Blazer has taken the lead from Newcombocken, now in first place. M4RKSXX has advanced to 11th place after overtaking 10K Manine 704. 10K Manine 704 and Bluegrass Railfin are in a heated battle for the 12th position, with 10K Manine 704 in a Ford Falcon and Bluegrass Railfin in a Chevrolet Camaro 70. Street 4NBZH and Amaljet are currently battling it out for the 8th position. Street 4NBZH is in a Pontiac Firebird 70, while Amaljet is in a Ford Mustang Boss. MYST149 and M4RKSXX are fighting it out for 10th place, with MYST149 in a Ford Falcon and M4RKSXX in a Dodge Challenger. Meanwhile, one serious guy is making gains on Okioki 3, reducing the gap by 2.0 seconds. Bluegrass Railfan and Sir Ironbot are duking it out for the 13th spot in their classic Camaro and Mustang Boss, respectively. Meanwhile, Amy and Niaib are locked in a tight contest for 19th position. Sir Ironbot has climbed to 13p, overtaking Bluegrass Railfan. The Ford Mustang Boss is making its move against the Chevrolet Camaro 70. ST4NBZH in the Pontiac Firebird 70 is dueling with the Maljit in the Ford Mustang Boss for the 8th position. Meanwhile, Amy and Niaib are locked in a battle for the 19th position. Niaib has advanced to 19p, surpassing Amy from Team Death Robots. Now, Niaib and Amy are in a direct duel for the 19th position. ST4NBZH and Amaljit are in a close battle for 8th place. ST4NBZH is in a Pontiac Firebird 70, while Amaljit is driving a Ford Mustang Boss. Amaljit and MYST149 are locked in a tight battle for the 9th position. Amaljit is piloting a Ford Mustang Boss, while MYST149 is behind the wheel of a Ford Falcon. Caymanine 704 and Sir Ironbot are currently battling it out for the 12th position, both driving Ford vehicles. This is shaping up to be an interesting duel. Sir Ironbot from Team Death Robots has made a move up to 12p, overtaking Caymanine 704. Meanwhile, Bluegrass Railfan and Komodo 3K are locked in a battle for 14p, both in classic Chevrolet Camaros. Over in 16p, Tin Racing and Ferra 023 are fighting it out, with a Dodge Challenger against an AMC Javelin 70. Popyoses is on fire, overtaking 6 cars to secure 1p. Meanwhile, VD39 has made a move to grab 4p from Darth Blazer. ST4NBZH takes 3p after overtaking 5 cars. Caymanine 704 advances to 5p after overtaking 8 cars. Komodo 3K secures 6p after overtaking 8 cars as well. Rizaldi Adhar has made a significant push, overtaking 13 cars and now sits in 8th place. Meanwhile, Ricky095 has also stormed through the field, overtaking 13 cars to secure 9th position. Super Lacroix has also made impressive progress, overtaking 8 cars and is now in 10th place. Tin Racing making some impressive moves, climbing up to 16p with 5 overtakes. Niaib is unfortunately struggling, dropping back to 23p. And one serious guy is making progress, now sitting at 12p after overtaking Bucksizero. Meyer is rapidly closing in on VD39, reducing the gap by 40.0. MYST-149 and Bluegrass Railfin are currently locked in a tight battle for 17th place. MYST-149 is behind the wheel of a Ford Falcon, while Bluegrass Railfin is maneuvering a Chevrolet Camaro 70. ST4NBZH and Darth Blazer are fiercely battling for the third position, both in classic American muscle cars. Meanwhile, M4RKSXX and Amalgit are locked in their own duel for the 14th spot, showcasing the diversity of muscle cars on the track. Hey there GGXP, welcome back to the stream. We've missed having you here, but you're just in time to catch some thrilling AI race car action. Let's enjoy the ride together. Ricky095 is making some impressive moves, overtaking for cars to secure the 5th position. Meanwhile, Duff Dad from Team COD has also surged ahead to take the 6th spot, successfully passing Komodo 3K. Tin Racing makes a speedy move, overtaking 6 cars to secure 10th place. Meanwhile, MYST-149 also climbs the ranks, overtaking 5 cars to claim 12th. Not to be outdone, Bluegrass Railfin overtakes 5 cars as well, now sitting in 13th place. Nego moves up to 20p, overtaking Neib. Neib advances to 21p, overtaking VD39. VD39 progresses to 22p, overtaking Okioki 3. Meyer from Team Death Robots is swiftly closing the gap on MD162 by 32.9. Okioki 3 is rapidly gaining on VD39, reducing the gap by 16.8. Also, Meyer from Team Death Robots is closing in on MD162, cutting the gap by 2.2. Nukambakum is reeling in Popyosis, closing the gap by 3.4 seconds. Nukambakum has secured the lead, overtaking Darth Blazer. Meanwhile, Darth Blazer has moved up to 2nd position, overtaking Popyosis. Amy and Nego in a close battle for 19th place. Neib has surged to 20p, overtaking Nego. Now they are locked in a battle for the 20th position. ST4NBZH is gaining significantly on Super Lacroix, closing the gap by 11.6. 10K Manine 704 is also making a move, closing in on ST4NBZH by 30.2. Meanwhile, Super Lacroix from Team Death Robots is closing in on Popyosis, narrowing the gap by 4.4. Buxizro has made a great move, climbing up to 6p by overtaking ST4NBZH. Amalgit advances to 7p by overtaking Street for NBZH. The battle for the 7th position is on between Amalgit in a Ford Mustang Boss and Street for NBZH in a Pontiac Firebird 70. Additionally, Rizaldi Adhar and Amy are vying for the 18th spot, with Rizaldi Adhar in a Ford Falcon and Amy in a Ford Mustang Boss. M4RKSXX is now in 8th position after overtaking ST4NBZH. Meanwhile, Nego has moved up to 19th place, surpassing Amy. Nego and Amy are currently locked in a duel for the 19th position. Bluegrass Railfin has made a move, now in 12th place after passing MYST 149. Bluegrass Railfin in the Chevrolet Camaro 70 is currently neck and neck with MYST 149 in the Ford Falcon, both vying for the 12th position. It's turning into a tight battle. Currently, Bluegrass Railfin and MYST 149 are locked in a battle for the 12th position. Bluegrass Railfin is in a Chevrolet Camaro 70 while MYST 149 is driving a Ford Falcon. MD 162 is making a strong move, closing in on one serious guy by 14.3. Nigo and Amy are currently locked in a battle for the 19th position. MD 162 continues to close the gap on one serious guy, now by 14.3. Meyer is on a mission, closing the gap to MD 162 by 14.5. Meanwhile, Bluegrass Railfin has advanced to 12p, overtaking MYST 149. A thrilling battle for 12p is underway between Bluegrass Railfin in a Chevrolet Camaro 70 and MYST 149 in a Ford Falcon. MYST 149 has advanced to 12th place, overtaking Bluegrass Railfin. Popioses and Super Lacroix are locked in a tight battle for 3rd place. Popioses is piloting a Chevrolet Camaro 68, while Super Lacroix is behind the wheel of a Dodge Challenger. Tin Racing has made a move up to 9p, successfully overtaking ST4NBZH. It's now a tense battle between them for the 9th position. Tin Racing is behind the wheel of a Dodge Challenger while ST4NBZH is handling a Pontiac Firebird 70. MYST 149 has advanced to 11p, surpassing Komodo 3K. MYST 149 has gained ground, moving up to 10th place after overtaking ST4NBZH. Resulti Adhar and Nigo are fiercely battling for the 18th position, with Resulti Adhar in a Ford Falcon and Nigo in a Ford Mustang Boss. Resulti Adhar and Nigo are in a fierce battle for 18th place, both driving Ford vehicles. Keep an eye on these two as they navigate the track. MD 162 and Meyer are engaged in a tight battle for the 25th position. MD 162 is behind the wheel of a Ford Falcon, while Meyer is commanding a Dodge Challenger. Popioses in the Chevrolet Camaro 68 is closely contesting 3P with Super Lacroix in the Dodge Challenger. Exciting battle for position. Komodo 3K and Bluegrass Railfin are locked in a battle for 12p, both driving Chevrolet Camaros from different years. Meanwhile, Niaib has advanced to 20p, surpassing Amy. Now Niaib and Amy are engaged in a duel for the 20th position. Komodo 3K and Bluegrass Railfin are locked in a fierce battle for the 12th position, both driving classic Chevrolet Camaros from 69 and 70, respectively. It's a true clash of vintage muscle cars on the track. Sarayan Bot in the Ford Mustang Boss and Dove Dad in the Ford Falcon are tightly contesting for 15th place. Nigo and Niaib are also locked in a battle for 19th place. Niaib is now in 19p, having successfully overtaken Nigo. Dove Blazer is catching up to Nikembakken, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Amy successfully overtakes VD39 and secures the 21st position. Komodo 3K and Bluegrass Railfin are locked in a battle for 12th place. Both drivers are handling classic Chevrolet Camaros, and it's shaping up to be a thrilling duel. Bluegrass Railfin has made a move up to 12p, overtaking Komodo 3K. The two are now in a battle for the 12th position, with Bluegrass Railfin driving a Chevrolet Camaro 70 and Komodo 3K in a Chevrolet Camaro 69. Dove Dad has climbed to 15p, surpassing Sarayan Bot from Team Death Robots. They are both in Fords, with Dove Dad in a Ford Falcon and Sarayan Bot in a Ford Mustang Boss. The battle for 15p is heating up. Sarayan Bot has made a solid move up to 15p, overtaking Dove Dad. ST4NBZH and Bluegrass Railfin are locked in a tight duel for the 11th spot. The classic rivalry between the Pontiac Firebird 70 and the Chevrolet Camaro 70 is definitely heating up. Niaib and Nigo are currently locked in a tight battle for the 19th position. Rizaldi Adhar and Niaib are locked in a heated duel for 18th place, with Rizaldi Adhar piloting a Ford Falcon and Niaib commanding a Ford Mustang Boss. Popyoses has really been making some gains as they close in on Dove Blazer, reducing the gap by 2.0. Dad has made a slick move up to 15p, leaving Bot in the review. It's a Ford face-off as they battle it out for the 15th position. Bot has advanced to 15p, overtaking Dad. Both drivers are in a tight tussle for the 15th position, with Bot in a Ford Mustang Boss and Dad in a Ford Falcon. Amy and VD39 continue to jostle for position, now vying for the 21st spot. Popyoses has surged into first place, overtaking Nickenbockham. Blazer is making a strong move, closing the gap on Nickenbockham by 25.2. Amaljet has made a fantastic move, climbing up to the 5th position by overtaking Bucksizero. Super Lacroix from Team Death Robots has made a move, now in 7p, overtaking Tin Racing. Tin Racing has responded and moved up to 8p, overtaking MYST149. MYST149 has also made progress, now in 9p after overtaking Bucksizero. Dad is on fire, overtaking 8 cars to secure 8th place. Ricky095 is making moves too, passing 8 cars to claim 9th place. Rizaldi Adhar is also making significant progress, overtaking 7 cars to reach 11th place. Tin Racing showing impressive speed, overtaking 4 cars to secure 16p. Bluegrass Railfin making moves, now in 14p after passing Farah023. Farah023 responding, reclaiming 15p by overtaking Tin Racing. Amy is making a strong push, closing the gap on Okyoki3 by 20.7. Nigo has advanced to position 19 by overtaking Niibe. Meanwhile, Okyoki3 has climbed to position 21, surpassing Amy. VD39 is making a move, closing in on Amy and reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. M4RKSXX and Amaljet are currently locked in a fierce battle for the 12th position. M4RKSXX is behind the wheel of a Dodge Challenger, while Amaljet is piloting a Ford Mustang Boss. Keep an eye on this intense duel. ST4NBZH is now in 4th place after overtaking Komodo 3K. Komodo 3K has moved into 5th place by passing Super Lacroix. Super Lacroix has taken 6th place from 10K Manine 704. Dad is making a strong move, closing the gap to 10K Manine 704 by 34.3. Meanwhile, Bucksizero has advanced to 10th place, overtaking Amaljet. Bluegrass Railfin moves up to 13th, passing Farah023. Farah023 overtakes Tin Racing, climbing to 14th. Tin Racing now moves up to 15th, passing Rizaldi Adhar. MYST149 has moved up to 16p, overtaking Rizaldi Adhar. Bot is quickly closing the gap on Rizaldi Adhar by 35.3. Niibe has advanced to 19p, overtaking Nigo. They're locked in a battle for that 19th position. Niaib and Nego are in a close battle for the 19th position on the track. Super Lacroix has now advanced to 5th place, successfully passing Komodo 3K. Tenkamanine 704 has made a slick move up to 6p, overtaking Komodo 3K. Buxizero is now in 7th place after overtaking Amaljit. Amaljit has moved up to 8th by passing Duff Dad. Currently, Duff Dad and Ricky095 are fighting it out for the 9th position, with Duff Dad in a Ford Falcon and Ricky095 in a Pontiac Firebird 70. Komodo 3K advances to 10th, passing Bluegrass Railfin. Bluegrass Railfin moves up to 11th, overtaking Farah023. Farah023 climbs to 12th, passing Tin Racing. Bluegrass Railfin and Farah023 are currently going at it for the 11th spot, both driving classic cars from the 70s. Meanwhile, Rizaldi Adhar has made a move up to 16th place, successfully passing Sarayan Bot. Speaking of Sarayan Bot, it's now in 17th position after overtaking Ricky095. One serious guy is making a strong chase, closing in on Okyoki 3 by 8.0. Newcambocken takes the lead from Popyasis. Niaib from Team No Name Racing advances to 18p, passing Ricky095. Popyasis is maintaining the lead with Newcambocken and Blazer hot on their heels. It's a tight race early on. Meyer has significantly closed the gap on MD 162 by 5.9 seconds. Super Lacroix is making moves, overtaking ST4NBZH for the 4th position. Meanwhile, Sarayan Bot and Niaib from Team No Name Racing are locked in a battle for 17th place. Tenkamanine 704 takes the 5th position, passing Buxizero. Buxizero moves up to 6th place, overtaking Amaljit. Amaljit advances to 7th, overtaking ST4NBZH. M4RKSXX has advanced to 8p, overtaking ST4NBZH. Meanwhile, Nego has jumped to 19p, passing Ricky095. The battle for 19p continues between Nego in a Ford Mustang Boss and Ricky095 in a Pontiac Firebird 70. Komodo 3K continues to make gains, closing the gap to ST4NBZH by 8.1. Amaljit advances to 6p, overtaking Buxizero. Komodo 3K is reeling in ST4NBZH, closing the gap by 8.1. Newcambocken has seized the lead, surpassing Popyasis. Komodo 3K and Bluegrass Railfin are locked in a tight battle for the 10th position. It's a classic Camaro showdown between the 69 and 70 models. Darth Blazer has moved up to 2P, overtaking Popyasis. Popyasis has been overtaken by Super Lacroix from Team Death Robots, who brilliantly closed the gap by 2.8 seconds. Super Lacroix is making an impressive move, closing the gap on Popyasis by 32.5. Duvdad and Rizaldi Adhar are really going at it for the 15th position. Sarayanbot has made a significant move, advancing to 16P by overtaking Rizaldi Adhar. Meanwhile, Rizaldi Adhar and Niaib are engaged in a close battle for 17P, both driving Ford vehicles. Bluegrass Railfan has advanced to 10th place, surpassing Komodo 3K. The two are locked in a tie contest for the coveted 10th position. Both are commanding classic Chevrolet Camaros, making this a thrilling battle to watch. Komodo 3K is closing in on Bluegrass Railfan, reducing the gap by 7.9 seconds. Niaib and Nigo are locked in a tight battle for the 18th position. Komodo 3K and Farah 023 are neck and neck in a battle for 11th place, with Komodo 3K in a Chevrolet Camaro 69 and Farah 023 in an AMC Javelin 70. Meanwhile, Rizaldi Adhar and Niaib are contesting the 17th position, with Rizaldi Adhar driving a Ford Falcon and Niaib in a Ford Mustang bus. Tenke Manin 704 has advanced to 4P, surpassing Super Lacroix. There's a competitive tussle for 4P between Tenke Manin 704 in a Ford Falcon and Super Lacroix in a Dodge Challenger. Tin Racing and MYST149 are engaged in a duel for 13P, with Tin Racing in a Dodge Challenger and MYST149 in a Ford Falcon. Farah 023 has made a move, now in 11P after overtaking Komodo 3K. Both are in a heated battle for that position. Meanwhile, Duvdad and Sarayanbot from Team Death Robots are fighting it out for 15P with their Ford vehicles. Ricky 095 has advanced to 19P, surpassing Rizaldi Adhar. Tenke Manin 704 in the Ford Falcon is neck and neck with Super Lacroix in the Dodge Challenger for 4th place. In another battle, Tin Racing driving a Dodge Challenger is fighting MYST149 in a Ford Falcon for 13th place. Komodo 3K and MYST149 are in a tight battle for 12th place. Komodo 3K is in a Chevrolet Camaro 69 while MYST149 is driving a Ford Falcon. Niaib is making a move, overtaking Sarayanbot and securing the 16th position. Now they are locked in a battle for that spot. Niaib and Sarayanbot are in a heated battle for the 16th position. Niaib and Sarayanbot from Team Death Robots are in a battle for 16P. Nigo in the Ford Mustang Boss is locked in a tight duel with Ricky 095 in the Pontiac Firebird 74 18th place. Keep an eye on their battle as they navigate the track. Tenkamanine 704 has made a strong move up to 4P, overtaking Amaljet. Both drivers are locked in an intense battle for the 4th position. Tenkamanine 704 is piloting a Ford Falcon while Amaljet is behind the wheel of a Ford Mustang Boss. Amaljet overtakes Tenkamanine 704, moving to 4P in a Ford Mustang Boss. Buxisro gains ground and moves up to 6P by overtaking Super Lacroix. Super Lacroix from Team Quasar Racing now holds the 6th position, passing Buxisro of Team Quark Express. Komodo 3K and MYST 149 are fiercely contesting the 12th position, with Komodo 3K in a Chevrolet Camaro 69 and MYST 149 in a Ford Falcon. Niipe has made an impressive move, advancing to 15th place by overtaking Duff Dad. The battle between Niipe and Duff Dad for 15th place continues to add excitement to the race. Amaljet and Tenkamanine 704 are locked in a battle for 4P, with Amaljet in a Ford Mustang Boss and Tenkamanine 704 driving a Ford Falcon. Niipe has made a move up to 15P, passing Sarayan Bot from Team Death Robots. Sarayan Bot, in turn, has advanced to 16P, overtaking Duff Dad from Team COD. Super Lacroix from Team Death Robots and Buxisro are in a battle for 6P. Super Lacroix from Team Death Robots is driving a Dodge Challenger, and Buxisro is driving a Mercury Cougar. Super Lacroix in the Dodge Challenger and Buxisro in the Mercury Cougar are locked in a battle for 6th place. Meanwhile, Amy and VD39 are currently fighting for 21st position. Super Lacroix has made a strong move, advancing to the 6th position by overtaking Buxisro. Buxisro successfully overtakes Super Lacroix, securing the 6th position. The battle between Quark Express and Death Robots intensifies as Buxisro's Mercury Cougar outmaneuvers Super Lacroix's Dodge Challenger. Buxisro has advanced to 6P, passing Super Lacroix. Amaljet and Tenkamanine 704 are fiercely battling for the 4th position. Amaljet is driving a Ford Mustang Boss, and Tenkamanine 704 is in a Ford Falcon. Super Lacroix makes a move, taking over 6P from Buxisro. Now, Buxisro and M4RKSXX are going head-to-head for 7P. Exciting battles happening on the track. Buxisro now in 6th after overtaking Super Lacroix. Both in a tight battle with the Mercury Cougar and Dodge Challenger. Popyoses is making a strong move, reducing the gap to Darth Blazer by 34.8 units. 10K Manine 704 is making a move, closing in on Amaljad by 2.5. Meanwhile, MD 162 is also gaining ground on Meyer, reducing the gap by 3.4. ST4NVZH makes an impressive move, overtaking for cars to secure the 5th position. Not to be outdone, Bluegrass Railfin also overtakes for cars, moving up to 6th place. However, ST4NVZH quickly gains an edge, now holding onto 5th position after overtaking Bluegrass Railfin. Duvdad from Team COD making moves, overtaking 7 cars to secure 11p. Ricky095 swiftly overtakes 7 cars to take 12p. Resultiadhar gains ground, passing 5 cars to secure 15p. Tin Racing makes a bold move, overtaking 4 cars to secure 16p. Duvdad is narrowing the gap, gaining on Buck's Row by 3.3 seconds. Resultiadhar advances to 13p, passing MYST 149. Super Lacroix is now in 8th place after overtaking M for RKSXX, while Bluegrass Railfin has advanced to 17th place by passing Surayanbot. Surayanbot has taken the 18th position from Nigo. Newcambochum is in the lead, with Dothblazer close behind, and Popyoses not too far off in 3rd place. The competition is heating up. M4RKSXX and Buck's Row are neck and neck, fighting for the 9th position. M4RKSXX is in a Dodge Challenger, and Buck's Row is piloting a Mercury Cougar. ST4NBZH from Team No Name Racing has moved up to 4p, overtaking 10K Manine 704. Komodo 3K is now in 5th place after overtaking 10K Manine 704. Meanwhile, Resultiadhar has moved up to 12th place, surpassing Ricky095. A battle for 12th place is ongoing between Resultiadhar in a Ford Falcon and Ricky095 in a Pontiac Firebird 70. Amaljad is making a strong push, reducing the gap to 10K Manine 704 by 33.8. Amaljad in the Ford Mustang Boss is locked in a tussle with Super Lacroix's Dodge Challenger for 7th place. Meanwhile, Duvdad and Resultiadhar are vying for the 11th position. Hey Drin1, welcome back to the stream. It's great to have you here again. Let's enjoy some epic AI race car action together. Racing car checkered flag. Duvdad has skillfully advanced to 10p, overtaking M for RKSXX. Thanks for the subscription, Drin1. Your support means a lot and helps to keep the stream going. Welcome to the team. Tin Racing is now in 15p after overtaking MYST 149. Both drivers are locked in a battle for the 15th position. Tin Racing is behind the wheel of a Dodge Challenger, while MYST 149 is piloting a Ford Falcon. M4RKSXX and Resultiadhar are currently locked in a heated battle for the 11th position, with M4RKSXX in the Dodge Challenger and Resultiadhar in the Ford Falcon. Farah023 is definitely putting the pressure on Ricky095, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Rizaldi Adhar in the Ford Falcon and M4 RKSXX in the Dodge Challenger are locked in a tight battle for the 11th position. Keep an eye on their duel as they navigate the track. M4 RKSXX has advanced to the 11th position, overtaking Ricky095. Meanwhile, Ricky095 has progressed to 12th place, surpassing Rizaldi Adhar. Bluegrass Railfin has advanced to position 16, surpassing Sarayan Bot. Sarayan Bot responded by moving up to position 17, overtaking Niaib. In turn, Niaib progressed to position 18, surpassing Nigo. Bluegrass Railfin has made a move up to 15p, passing MYST149. Niaib has advanced to 17p, overtaking Sarayan Bot. Niaib and Sarayan Bot are currently battling for 17p. Currently, ST4NBZH and Komodo 3K are fiercely battling for the 4th position. ST4NBZH is driving a Pontiac Firebird 70 while Komodo 3K is in a Chevrolet Camaro 69. Rizaldi Adhar and VD39 are dueling it out for the 21st position, both in Ford vehicles, Rizaldi Adhar in a Ford Falcon and VD39 in a Ford Mustang Boss. Tenkamanine 704 is making moves, overtaking Komodo 3K to claim the 5th spot. Meanwhile, one serious guy from Team No Name Racing is steadily closing in on Okioki 3, narrowing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Super Lacroix makes a move to 6p, passing Amaljit. Amaljit responds by overtaking Buxizro and moving up to 7p. Buxizro then overtakes Komodo 3K, securing 8p. Duff Dad is struggling, slipping to 18th place. Komodo 3K makes a move up to 10th, passing Farah023 from Team Blue Star. Farah023 isn't slowing down, now in 11th after overtaking Tin Racing. Hey there, ESGN7. Welcome back to the racetrack. Glad to have you with us again. Let's see which car has been burning rubber since you were last here. Tin Racing has advanced to 11p, overtaking Farah023 with a maneuver. They are now locked in a battle for 11p. Nigo has surged to 17p, surpassing Amy. MYST149 is in a tight battle with Niaib for the 14th position. Both are driving Fords, with MYST149 in a Ford Falcon and Niaib in a Ford Mustang Boss. Okay, we've got Okioki 3 closing in on Ricky095, reducing the gap by 3.0 seconds. Tenkamanine 704 is making some gains, now just 2.1 seconds behind ST4NBZH. Tenkamanine 704 has made a strong move up to 4p, overtaking ST4NBZH. Super Lacroix has made a solid move to secure the 5th position, overtaking Amaljet. Amaljet responds by overtaking Bucksize Row for 6th place, while Bucksize Row gains ground and moves up to 7th by overtaking ST4NBZH. Meyer is making a strong move, closing in on MD162 by 35.5. Meanwhile, M4RKSXX is climbing up to 8P, overtaking ST4NBZH from Team No Name Racing. Meyer has advanced to 25P, surpassing MD162. Meyer in a Dodge Challenger is now contending with MD162 in a Ford Falcon for 25P. Caymanine 704 goes up to 3P, overtaking Super Lacroix. Now Super Lacroix has moved up to 4P, overtaking Popyoses from Team Wangen Midnight Runners. Popyoses has made a bold move, advancing to the 3rd position by overtaking Caymanine 704. VD39 has made a strong move, advancing to 20P by overtaking Rizaldi Adhar. Street 4NBZH and Komodo 3K are fiercely contesting the 9th position. Street 4NBZH is piloting a Pontiac Firebird 70 while Komodo 3K maneuvers a Chevrolet Camaro 69. Caymanine 704 is closing in on Popyoses, shrinking the gap by 35.9. Additionally, Komodo 3K has advanced to 9P, overtaking ST4NBZH. Komodo 3K has advanced to position 8, passing M4RKSXX. Migo has also made progress, now holding position 16 after overtaking Sarayanbot. Bluegrass Railfin and Neib are locked in a tight battle for the 13th position. The classic muscle cars, Chevrolet Camaro 70 and Ford Mustang Boss, are neck and neck as they navigate the track. Super Lacroix is making gains on Caymanine 704, closing the gap by 2.2. Meanwhile, there's a heated battle for the 19th position between Dovdad in a Ford Falcon and VD39 in a Ford Mustang Boss. The Dovdad is overtaken by VD39. Ferra023 has made a move and is now in 11th place, overtaking Tin Racing. They're locked in a battle for the 11th position with Ferra023 driving an AMC Javelin 70 and Tin Racing in a Dodge Challenger. Bluegrass Railfin has advanced to 12th place, surpassing Tin Racing. They are now locked in a battle for the 12th position. Bluegrass Railfin is behind the wheel of a Chevrolet Camaro 70, while Tin Racing is piloting a Dodge Challenger. Ferra023 from Team Blue Star has advanced to 10P, overtaking ST4NBZH. They are in a tight battle. Meanwhile, Niaib and Tin Racing are also locked in a duel for 13p. Exciting dynamics on the track. ST4NBZH and Bluegrass Railfin are locked in a tight battle for the 11th position. It's the classic showdown between the Pontiac Firebird 70 and the Chevrolet Camaro 70. Bluegrass Railfin has advanced to 11th place, surpassing Street 4 NBZH from Team No Name Racing. Tin Racing has also made a move up to 13th place, overtaking Niaib. Tin Racing and Niaib are currently engaged in a competition for the 13th spot, with Tin Racing in a Dodge Challenger and Niaib in a Ford Mustang Boss. Welcome back, Bobardo. Good to have you back in the driver's seat with us. 10K Manine 704 has surged to 3rd place, passing Papiases. Meanwhile, Super Lacroix and Amaljet are fiercely contesting for the 5th position, with Bluegrass Railfin making gains to secure the 10th spot. Amaljet has advanced to 5p, overtaking Bucksizero. Meanwhile, Bucksizero has moved up to 6p, overtaking Super Lacroix. Bluegrass Railfin in the Chevrolet Camaro 70 and Farah 023 in the AMC Javelin 70 are locked in a tight battle for the 10th spot. Farah 023 has made a great move, advancing to 10p by overtaking Bluegrass Railfin. Meanwhile, Tin Racing and Niaib are engaging in a close battle for 13p. Tin Racing's Dodge Challenger is up against Niaib's Ford Mustang Boss. Komodo 3K is now in 8th place, passing Bluegrass Railfin. Bluegrass Railfin has advanced to 9th place, overtaking Farah 023. Farah 023 is closing in on Bluegrass Railfin, reducing the gap by 4.0 seconds. Bluegrass Railfin makes a move, now at 9p after overtaking Farah 023. Meanwhile, MYST149 moves up to 13p by passing Tin Racing. Sarayanbot is closing in on Super Lacroix, reducing the gap by 2.5. Street 4 NBZH and Niaib are in a tight battle for 11p, with ST4 NBZH in the Pontiac Firebird 70 and Niaib in the Ford Mustang Boss. Meanwhile, MYST149 and Tin Racing are also locked in a battle for 13p, with MYST149 in the Ford Falcon and Tin Racing in the Dodge Challenger. Dark Blazer is making a move, closing the gap on Papiases by 23.6. But wait, Papiases has surged to 1p, overtaking Dark Blazer. Now Dark Blazer is again closing the gap on Papiases by 23.6. The gap is closing fast as 10K Manine 704 narrows in on Newkenbochum, reducing the distance by 39.9 units. Amaljet from Team Quasar has made a move, now sitting at 5p after overtaking Bucksizero of Team Quark Express. M4RKSXX has advanced to 6p, overtaking Bucksizero. Bluegrass Railfin is really making a move, closing in on M4RKSXX by 14.5. Komodo 3K has advanced to 5th, passing Bucksizero. Bucksizero is now in 6th place after overtaking Amaljet. Super Lacroix is really on the move, gaining 5 places and now sitting comfortably in 9th position. Migo is also making moves, overtaking 5 cars to secure 11th place. Unfortunately, Amaljad seems to be facing difficulties, dropping 6 positions down to 14th place. Duvdad is now in 11th place after overtaking 7 cars. Resultiadhar has moved up to 13th place, overtaking 8 cars. Ricky095 is in 14th place after overtaking 8 cars as well. Migo is making a strong move, closing the gap on Sir Ironbot by a significant 25.2 units. Meanwhile, Resultiadhar has advanced to 12th place, overtaking M for RKSXX. There's an exciting battle between them as Resultiadhar in a Ford Falcon fights for position with M for RKSXX in a Dodge Challenger. Tin Racing has made a move, advancing to 17p after overtaking Farah 023. Okyoki 3 is making an impressive move, closing the gap on VD39 by 41.4. Super Lacroix has advanced to 8th place, successfully overtaking ST4NBZH. Both are engaged in a tight battle for the 8th position. Super Lacroix is behind the wheel of a Dodge Challenger, while ST4NBZH is guiding a Pontiac Firebird 70. Komodo 3K has moved up to 4P, overtaking 10K Manine 704. Super Lacroix has moved up to 7P, overtaking ST4NBZH. ST4NBZH has moved up to 8P, overtaking MYST149. Buxizro from Team Quark Express is rapidly closing in on 10K Manine 704, reducing the gap by 7.1. Amaljad has made a move and advanced to 9P, overtaking MYST149. M4RKSXX advances to 11th, passing Resultiadhar. Resultiadhar climbs to 12th, overtaking Ricky095. Ricky095 moves to 13th, overtaking Bluegrass Railfan. Buxizro in the Mercury Cougar is looking to fend off Super Lacroix's Dodge Challenger as they battle for 6th place. It's a close and intense fight between these two drivers. Tin Racing has made a strong move, advancing to 16P by overtaking MYST149. Super Lacroix and ST4NBZH are engaged in a fierce battle for 7th position. Super Lacroix is driving a Dodge Challenger while ST4NBZH is behind the wheel of a Pontiac Firebird 70. Super Lacroix and ST4NBZH are locked in a fierce battle for 7th place. Super Lacroix is piloting a Dodge Challenger, while ST4NBZH is at the wheel of a Pontiac Firebird 70. Super Lacroix and ST4NBZH are really going at it for that 7th place spot. It's a classic Dodge Challenger versus Pontiac Firebird 70 showdown. Meanwhile, Ricky095 has made a strong move up to 13th place, overtaking Bluegrass Railfan. and Niaib is closing in on Bluegrass Railfin, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Resulti Adhar drops to 18p, facing setbacks. Amaljad closes in on Street for NBZH, reducing the gap by 2.6. Ricky 095 overtakes Bluegrass Railfin, securing 12p. Sarayanbot is gaining ground on Migo, cutting the deficit by 8.5. Amaljad is making a move on ST4NBZH, closing the gap by 3.6. Migo has advanced to 18p, overtaking Sarayanbot from Team Death Robots. Okyoki 3 is making a swift move, catching up to Resulti Adhar by 34.4. Amaljad has surged to 8p, passing ST4NBZH. There's a close battle for 8p between Amaljad in a Ford Mustang Boss and ST4NBZH in a Pontiac Firebird 70. Bluegrass Railfin and Niaib are in a tight tussle for the 13th spot. Bluegrass Railfin in the Chevrolet Camaro 70 is neck and neck with Niaib in the Ford Mustang Boss. M4RKSXX and Ricky095 are battling it out for the 11th position. M4RKSXX in the Dodge Challenger is putting up a good fight against Ricky095 in the Pontiac Firebird 70. Ricky095 and Bluegrass Railfin are locked in a heated battle for 12th place, both driving vintage muscle cars, a Pontiac Firebird 70 and a Chevrolet Camaro 70. Tenkemunin 704 has made a great move, taking over 4p from Komodo 3K. Meanwhile, M4RKSXX and Ricky095 are locked in a battle for 11p. It's the Dodge Challenger versus the Pontiac Firebird 70. ST4NBZH is definitely making a move, reducing the gap to Komodo 3K by 7.6. Super Lacroix has advanced to 6p, surpassing Amaljad. Meanwhile, Amaljad has also made progress, now at 7p after overtaking Komodo 3K. Duff Dad is now in 18th place after dropping 8 positions. Super Lacroix has made a move to 5th place, overtaking Bucksizero. Meanwhile, N4RKSXX has climbed to 10th place, overtaking Bluegrass Railfin. Duff Dad is now in 18th place after overtaking Amy. Amy has climbed to 19th place by overtaking VD39. VD39 has advanced to 20th place by overtaking Rizaldi Adhar. Amy and VD39 are in a tight battle for 19th place. Bluegrass Railfin and Niaib are currently fiercely contending for the 11th position. Bluegrass Railfin is maneuvering a Chevrolet Camaro 70, while Niaib is navigating a Ford Mustang Boss. Niaib has made a solid move, advancing to 11th place, successfully overtaking Bluegrass Railfin. N4RKSXX in the Dodge Challenger is locked in a tight battle with Niaib in the Ford Mustang Boss for the 10th position. Both drivers are pushing hard in this exciting duel. Okyoki 3 is making a strong push, reducing the gap to Ricky 095 by 70.0. Meanwhile, Niaib has climbed up to 10th place after overtaking N4RKSXX. The race dynamics continue to shift rapidly. Saint 4NBZH is struggling and has dropped to 16th place. Okyoki 3 is making a strong move, closing in on one serious guy by 19.0 seconds. Komodo 3K has made a significant move up to 8th place, overtaking Niaib. Sarayanbot has advanced to 16p, overtaking ST4NBZH. Duff Dad from Team COD is making moves, closing the gap on ST4NBZH from Team No Name Racing by 8.1. Tenkamanine 704 has made an impressive move, reducing the gap to Nikembakken by 2.1 seconds. Duff Dad in the Ford Falcon is in a tight battle with VD39 in the Ford Mustang Boss for the 18th position. N4RKSXX in the Dodge Challenger is fighting hard against Bluegrass Railfin in the Chevrolet Camaro 70 for the 10th position. It's a thrilling battle between these classic muscle cars. Dark Blazer is making some moves, closing the gap on Popyoses by 3.0. Dark Blazer is catching up to Popyoses, reducing the distance by 4.8. MYST149 has made a move to 12p, surpassing Tin Racing. Darth Blazer, Popyoses from Team Wang and Midnight Runners, and Nikembakken are currently dominating the top 3 spots in this high-speed race. Nikembakken is making a move, narrowing the gap to Populous by 4.8 seconds. Meanwhile, Bluegrass Railfin and MYST149 are locked in a battle for 11th place, with their classic cars giving us quite a show. MYST149 and Tin Racing are fiercely contesting the 12th position with their Ford Falcon and Dodge Challenger, respectively. Meanwhile, Nego has made a move to secure the 14th position by overtaking Ferra 023. Tenkamanine 704 is making gains on Populous, closing the gap by 2.7. Meanwhile, Tin Racing and Ferra 023 are locked in a battle for 13p, with Tin Racing in a Dodge Challenger and Ferra 023 in an AMC Javelin 70. Tenkamanine 704 is making a rapid advance on Populous, reducing the gap by 37.6 units. Additionally, Buxizero has climbed to the 5th position, overtaking Amaljet. Ferra 023 from Blue Star has made a move up to 13th place, overtaking Tin Racing. They are now locked in a battle for that position. Ferra 023 is piloting an AMC Javelin 70, while Tin Racing is in a Dodge Challenger. Komodo 3K is now in 7th place after overtaking Super Lacroix. Niipe is making gains, closing in on Super Lacroix by 2.4 seconds. Nego has moved up to 14th place after overtaking Tin Racing. Sarayanbot has advanced to 15th place, surpassing ST4NBZH. Meanwhile, ST4NBZH from Team No Name Racing has progressed to 16th place, overtaking Tin Racing. Populous takes the lead from Duff Blazer. VD39 climbs to 18th, passing Amy. Amy moves up to 19th, overtaking Rizaldi Adhar. Duff Dad from Team COD and VD39 are fiercely contesting the 17th spot. Duff Dad is piloting a Ford Falcon, while VD39 is behind the wheel of a Ford Mustang Boss. Tenkamanine 704 is making gains on Nukembakum, reducing the gap by 4.2 seconds. VD39 has advanced to 17p, surpassing Duff Dad in the race. Amaljet has advanced to 5p, passing Buxizero. Meanwhile, Duff Dad and Amy are engaged in a tight battle for 18p. Duff Dad is piloting a Ford Falcon while Amy is maneuvering a Ford Mustang Boss. Komodo 3K is quickly reeling in Amaljet, closing the gap by 8.8. Buxizero has moved up to 5p, overtaking Amaljet. Komodo 3K is reeling in Amaljet, closing the gap by 8.8. Niipe is making an impressive move, narrowing the gap to Amaljet by 25.8. One serious guy is closing in on Tin Racing, reducing the gap by 35.0. Komodo 3K has surged to 5p, overtaking Super Lacroix. ST4NBZH is making a strong move, passing 6 cars to secure the 10th position. Meanwhile, VD39 is closing in on Sarayanbot, reducing the gap by 13.0 seconds. Exciting developments on the track. Ricky095 is on a roll, overtaking 6 cars to secure the 15th position. Tin Racing is also making moves, overtaking 6 cars to take 16th place. Meanwhile, Duff Dad has climbed to 12th, passing Rizaldi Adhar in the process. Amy is closing in on VD39, reducing the gap by 23.9. Tin Racing has advanced to 15p, passing Ricky 095. Bluegrass Railfin and Farah 023 are locked in a battle for 18p, with their Chevrolet Camaro 70 and AMC Javelin 70 respectively. MD 162 is closing in on Okioki 3, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Bluegrass Railfin and Farah 023 are locked in a tight battle for the 18th position. Bluegrass Railfin's Chevrolet Camaro 70 is trying to hold off Farah 023's AMC Javelin 70. One serious guy is quickly reeling in Amy, closing the gap by 35.0. Komodo 3K is reeling in 10K Manine 704, closing the gap by 4.2. Super Lacroix and Buck Sizero are in a battle for 6p. Super Lacroix is driving a Dodge Challenger and Buck Sizero is driving a Mercury Cougar. Welcome back, Gary_710. It's great to have you back in the race car spectating squad. Racing car party popper. Nigo has made a move and overtaken Ricky 095, currently in 16th position. Bluegrass Railfin and Farah 023 are currently locked in a heated battle for the 18th position. Bluegrass Railfin is behind the wheel of a Chevrolet Camaro 70, while Farah 023 is piloting an AMC Javelin 70. Niipe is making a strong move, closing in on Street for NBZH and reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Tin Racing in the Dodge Challenger is fighting it out with Nigo in the Ford Mustang Boss for the 15th position. Niipe from Team No Name Racing is making a strong move, closing the gap to ST4 NBZH by 2.2 seconds. Komodo 3K and Super Lacroix are currently battling for the 5th position. Komodo 3K is driving a Chevrolet Camaro 69, while Super Lacroix is behind the wheel of a Dodge Challenger. ST4 NBZH has advanced to 9th place, overtaking Niipe. Niipe has progressed to 10th place, passing Duff Dad. Duff Dad has moved up to 11th place, overtaking MYST149. Tin Racing is making a significant move, closing the gap on MYST149 by 43.5. Meanwhile, Komodo 3K and Super Lacroix from Team Death Robots are fighting for 5p, and Niipe has overtaken ST4 NBZH, securing 9p. Tin Racing climbs to 15th, passing Nego. Bluegrass Railfin advances to 18th, passing Sir Iron Bot. Sir Iron Bot from Team Death Robots moves up to 19th, overtaking VD39. Ferra023 is making a remarkable move up the field, overtaking 18 cars to secure 4P. Look at that speed and precision. Now Ferra023 from Team Blue Star has successfully taken 4P by passing 10K Manine 704. Ferra023 is now in 22P after falling back 18 positions. 10K Manine 704 is up to 4P, overtaking Komodo 3K. Komodo 3K has moved up to 5P, overtaking Super Lacroix. One Serious Guy is making huge gains, closing the gap on Ferra023 by 571.4 units. Meanwhile, Tin Racing and Nego are locked in a battle for 15th place, showcasing their skills in the Dodge Challenger and Ford Mustang Boss, respectively. Keep an eye on One Serious Guy's impressive pursuit of Ferra023. M4RKSXX has advanced to 12P, passing MYST149. MYST149 has progressed to 13P, overtaking Rizaldi Adhar. Tin Racing and Nego are dueling for 15P, with Tin Racing in a Dodge Challenger and Nego in a Ford Mustang Boss. Nego is making a strong push, closing the gap to Tin Racing by 11.8. Meanwhile, Rizaldi Adhar has slipped back 6 positions to 20P. In an impressive move, Amaljit has overtaken Super Lacroix from Team Death Robots and is now in 6P. Amaljit has overtaken Super Lacroix for 6th place. Super Lacroix and Bucksizero are battling for 7th position. M4RKSXX is closing in on ST4NBZH, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Ferra023 is making gains on Rizaldi Adhar, reducing the gap by 2.1. Ferra023 is quickly closing in on Rizaldi Adhar, reducing the gap by 34.4. Ackerman is making a move, overtaking Johnson and advancing to 7th place. Bluegrass Railfin and Sir Ironbot are engaged in a heated battle for the 17th position. Bluegrass Railfin is behind the wheel of a Chevrolet Camaro 70, while Sir Ironbot is piloting a Ford Mustang Boss. Duff Dad is pushing hard and gaining on Neib, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. MD162 has narrowed the gap to Okioki 3 by 2.0. Sir Ironbot and Bluegrass Railfin are locked in a close duel for the 17th position. Sir Ironbot's Ford Mustang Boss and Bluegrass Railfin's Chevrolet Camaro 70 are racing wheel to wheel, making for an exciting battle in the mid-pack. Newcomb is closing in on Duff Blazer, reducing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Tin Racing is also reeling in MYST 149, closing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Tin Racing in the Dodge Challenger and Nego in the Ford Mustang Boss are locked in a fierce battle for 14th place. Keep an eye on them as they navigate through the course. Nego in the Ford Mustang Boss is fiercely contesting with Ricky 095 in the Pontiac Firebird 70 for the 15th position. Ricky 095 has made a move up to 15p, overtaking Nego. The battle for 15p continues between Ricky 095 in a Pontiac Firebird 70 and Nego in a Ford Mustang Boss.